Welcome to Transformix, the podcast where we break down the latest in artificial intelligence, from mind-blowing breakthroughs to everyday impacts. I'm your host, Rai, a tech enthusiast with a passion for all things AI.
And I'm Sophie, your AI aficionado and resident skeptic, here to ask the tough questions. Whether it's deep learning, ethics, or how AI is reshaping your morning coffee routine, we're diving deep. No jargon, just real talk. Just when you thought the AI model names couldn't get any longer or more ridiculous.
Oh no, don't tell me. Did someone name one Super Mega Ultra Hyper Brainiac 9000 Turbo Edition?
Almost. Get this. What if I told you the latest AI heavyweight champion contender is actually a middleweight? That it's basically rocking up to the ring, half the size of its opponent, and still landing knockout punches.
Okay, intriguing. Half the size? In the world of AI, where bigger is usually seen as better, that sounds like some David versus Goliath stuff. Who's the slingshot-wielding David in this scenario?
Our David today is brought to you by the GPU kings themselves, Nvidia. They've just dropped a new open-source large language model, and the name is Llama-3.1 Nemotron Ultra 253BV1.
Sarcastically. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Let's just call it Nemotron Ultra for the sake of our sanity and runtime.
Nemotron Ultra, it is. So this model is actually based on Meta's older Llama 3.1 tech. While Meta's dealing with questions about their new Llama 4, Nvidia's basically gone, hold my beer, we can soup up your old engine.
Classic Nvidia. They see a model, they optimize it. So what's the big deal? Is it just slightly better?
That's the kicker. Nvidia claims Nemotron Ultra is outperforming a major rival, the highly regarded DeepSeek R1 model, on several key tests. And here's the David versus Goliath part. Nemotron Ultra has 253 billion parameters. DeepSeek R1, a whopping 671 billion.
Wait, seriously? It's less than half the size, but competing, even winning in some areas? How did they cram all that smarts into a smaller package? Did they use AI Marie Kondo to spark joy and discard unnecessary parameters?
Sort of. They got nerdy with it. Nvidia talks about architectural innovation and targeted post-training. Think custom engine tuning for AI. They used fancy techniques like neural architecture search, basically AI designing AI parts, and did things like skipping some attention layers, fusing network bits together. It's like extreme digital weight reduction.
So they made it lean and mean? Does that mean it's cheaper to run too? Because my electricity bill looking at AI news is already sweating.
Exactly. Less complex architecture means it needs less memory, less computational power. Nvidia says it can run efficiently on a single node with 8 of their H100 GPUs. Which, okay, still isn't exactly cheap. But it's way more accessible than needing a whole warehouse of GPUs for the bigger models. More cost-effective AI muscle.
Okay, efficiency is cool. But performance? You said it outperforms the DeepSeek R1? Where? Did it suddenly become a chess grandmaster or something?
It's got this cool feature, reasoning on and reasoning off modes. Think of it like a turbo boost for thinking. When they turn reasoning on, the performance jumps dramatically. On math tests like MATH 500, it went from 80% to 97% accuracy. Coding benchmarks more than doubled.
Whoa, a turbo button for brain power. I need one of those for Monday mornings. So where did it beat DeepSeek R1 specifically?
According to Nvidia's benchmarks, Nemotron Ultra won in areas like general question answering, GPQA, following complex instructions, IFEVL, and those coding tasks, Live Code Bench. But, and this is important, it's not a total sweep. DeepSeek R1 still holds the crown in some specific really tough math benchmarks like AIME 25, and is slightly better on that MATH 500 test.
Okay, so it's like Nemotron Ultra is the incredibly smart, fast-talking generalist who aces most exams, while DeepSeek R1 is the slightly quieter math prodigy who still nails the absolute hardest calculus problems?
Pretty much. Nvidia's model seems better aligned for general instructions and reasoning, while DeepSeek retains an edge in pure, heavy math. but considering the size difference, it's seriously impressive for Nemotron Ultra.
And it's open source, fully open, weights and all.
Yep. Available on Hugging Face, code, weights, even post-training data. It's licensed for commercial use too, under Nvidia's own license and the Llama-3.1 agreement. They're basically saying, here world, have a highly efficient, pretty darn smart AI. Go build cool stuff.
I like the sound of that. Easier access, potentially lower costs, strong performance. This could really shake things up for developers and companies who thought top-tier AI was out of reach. Plus, it speaks multiple languages: English, German, French, Spanish, Hindi, Thai. It's a regular polyglot powerhouse.
Exactly. It's good for chatbots, AI agents, coding assistants, you name it. Nvidia is clearly flexing its optimization muscles, showing that brute force isn't the only way to build powerful AI. Sometimes, smarter design wins.
So the takeaway is, Nvidia took an existing model, gave it a supercharged, efficiency-focused makeover, and created a smaller AI that can punch way above its weight class, especially when it turns on its thinking cap mode.
You got it. Less might actually be more, or at least just as much in this AI race. Keep an eye on this Nemotron Ultra. It might be the little engine that could, and does.
Wild stuff. Never a dull moment. All right, that's all the time we have for today on Transformix.
Join us next time as we try to decipher whatever new acronyms the tech world throws at us. Stay curious. And that's a wrap for today's AI adventures. If your brain's buzzing with questions, or if you've got a hot take on our debate, drop us a voice note or tweet us at Transformix88.